Last thing I want to talk about is something that's getting on my nerves, and it's been getting on my nerves for a long time, but I just never thought to speak on it unless I was talking directly or having a conversation directly with somebody who said it, and then I could basically correct it then, if that makes any type of sense. But people be like, money is the root of all evil. No, it's not. See, I could come on here and be like, people who say that money is the root of all evil, they just broke, or they just wish they had more money, or they don't know how to get no money, or they had money before and now they don't, or whatever. I don't know. But I'm not going to do that. You know why? Because people who say that are people who are uneducated. People who say that are people who just don't know. So I'm finna tell you what I know. I'm finna tell you my experience. And you could take this and you could do whatever you want to do with it. You ain't got to believe it. Again, the only stuff that I talk about is stuff from my own personal experience and stuff that I've researched and stuff that I've learned. So you take that and you do what you want with it. Do your own research so that you can find out the truth. That's what anything that I say. Like, I really wish that I could start every video like that and say, hey, anything that I say, try it for yourself, research it for yourself, read about it yourself, or go live life and have some experiences and then come back and, we can talk and chop it up about whatever it is. But all in all, let me tell you why money is not the root of all evil. First of all, the term money is the root of all evil is not even a real term. It's something that was made up by somebody who was uneducated. The real term is the love of money is the root of all evil. Again, not money is the root of all evil, but the love of money is the root of all evil. The second part about that is that is a scripture from the Bible, the Christian Bible, the King James Version. Matter of fact, let me see if my phone charged enough. Let me go ahead. Let me show you. All right, so I got a little bit of charge. Listen, and I got 33%. 33 master number. Okay, listen. Love of money, or the love of money is the root of all evil, comes from a Bible scripture in the King James Version or the Christian Bible, right? And it's in 1 Timothy 6:10, okay? 1 Timothy 6:10 says the love of money is the root of all evil. Not the money is the root of all evil, but the love of the money is the root of all evil. Let's go to the scripture real quick, okay? Might be a little rusty on where this might be at, but we gonna find it. Insert SpongeBob. How many hours later? How many? Oh, Lord, where is 1 Timothy? Timothy. Hold that thought. All right, so I found it. 1 Timothy 6:10. Chapter 6, verse 10 says, King James Version, for the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. Let me read you the Amplified Version. It's a little bit easier to understand. For the love of money is a root of all evils. This one says a root, not even the root. Okay, for the love of money is a root of all evils. It is through this craving that some have been led astray and have wandered from the faith and pierced themselves through with many acute mental pangs. Let's talk about it. So, like I said, I ain't no pastor. I ain't no doctor. I ain't no professional. I'm not no counselor. I'm not no therapist. I'm not none of that, right? But from what I just read, that's telling me that it ain't the money that's the problem. Because money ain't a problem. Even though they say more money, more problems, it ain't the money that's the problem. It sound like it said because of how people love the money, it becomes a problem and cause mental pain and make you stray away from the faith and the problem is how people love money. That's why I don't say I love money. Do I like money? Of course. Do I want money? Of course. As far as I'm concerned, I already got money. Right? Abundantly, exceedingly, overflow. I'm a master manifester. So it's nothing for me to manifest money. But it's also not important to me to the point where I love it. Because once you get to loving it, that's when you start having problems. And the problems that's here and here end up manifesting on the outside. And then you start having outside problems because your love for money is causing internal problems. Do that make sense? This is just my experience, like I said. So I hope my experience. It sound like and it looked like I done conveyed my experience to the point where my glasses done flicked off. Is that a sign? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. I might not know what I'm talking about. Prove me wrong. Because I could be wrong. I mean, it have been a lot of people who done had money, a lot of money, and they love that money. What they doing right now? And when I say what they doing, not physically what they doing, but what's going on in their heart space? What's going on in their mental space? What type of people are they? What kind of character do they have? What type of morals and values do they have? What do they do on a daily basis? How many people do they help, inspire, and not only that, how many people, but what kinds of people do they inspire or help? Like I said, what they say, Christians say, try the word by the word, ain't it? I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm just me. And when I say what type of morals and values do they have, I'm not talking about what they say about their mouth. I'm talking about the fruit that they bear. By the fruit that they bear, that means their actions and the things that they actually are doing and living by, values and morals. Not what they just say they got because it sound good or because maybe that's what they kind of want but don't desire it enough in order to put that into action, which knowledge, knowing something and putting it into action is actually wisdom. That's just, from what I've read and what I've learned and, what I've been taught. So, again, I could be wrong. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't be knowing what I be talking about, y'all. I don't know nothing. I really don't know nothing. The only thing that I feel like I know is my experiences. And I know my experiences because they were my experiences. I actually lived these things. There is nothing that I will ever come on here talking about that I have not been through. There's nothing that I will come on here talking about that I have not learned, and not only learned it, but actually applied it. actually put the knowledge into utilization. There is nothing that I will ever come on here and talk about that I actually don't have personal ties to. Okay? Nothing. Because I can't speak on that. Because I didn't experience that. But I can speak on what I've experienced. Because I was there. You feel me? Again, I'm not saying that, oh, I just have the best morals and values. I'm just this perfect person. I'm not coming on here saying that I live by the Bible. I'm not coming on here saying none of that. I'm literally coming on here telling, I just read it. It's in there. The only reason why I brought the Bible into it is because that phrase or that saying, that scripture is an actual scripture that has been twisted by an uneducated individual. You see what I'm saying? That's the only reason why the Bible even came into this, is because that's where it came from. Same thing with marriage. Marriage comes from the Bible. So why gay people be getting married? Why gay people don't just find something or create something separate that don't have nothing to do with what comes from the Bible and the idea of marriage from the Bible, and have y'all own thing going on? And I'm saying y'all because clearly I can speak on it if can't nobody else speak on it. We talking 15 plus years, about 20 actually, now that I'm thinking about it. So I can speak on this, but that's another subject for another day.